I cannot wait to show you guys this new blade. This is the Levitate Blade. Ta-da! It's a running blade. But what is so genius about this company is that it doesn't fix to the back of a prosthetic like a normal running blade does that you get from your prosthetist. It attaches to your components that you already have on your leg. Right there. Okay, in the box, you have an extra running heel, running foot, running pad, whatever this is, in case this one wears out, which I hope to be running enough that I'll wear that one out. You also have a full and complete toolkit of everything that you're gonna need to make your leg fit this. There are several different components that you might need. They've thought of it. They have the pylons, they have the adapters, they have the spacers that you might need to stack things to make it work for you. Best part is that they have a full video right here on the box of how to build it so that it'll be perfect for you. But the very best thing about this blade is that you do not have to have an insurance company, a prescription that you have to wait on, or a prosthetist with a specialized socket to install it. You can actually just go on their website and buy it, which is amazing because I don't have insurance. And this is also one of the things that I cover in my amputee Q&A guide. I tell you how to apply for a grant to get one of these for free. Shout out to the Heather Abbott Foundation for supplying this blade. Without you, I would not be able to do this, and I am so excited to share it with other people. Thank you so much. I have all the links you need to this, to the Heather Abbott Foundation that you can Google if you need to, and a whole bunch of other resources, including how to go through elective amputation top to bottom. While I move everything over to the table, take a look inside the guide.
For those facing elective amputation, this is an incredible resource. It took me months to complete, and it outlines amputation from the top to the bottom with over 85 of the most asked questions, with more questions being added as I get them. I start at how to talk to friends and family, cover what questions to ask doctors and insurance. Then I take you through amputation and what to expect with the healing journey, and then on to prosthetics. I show you the perfect blueprint on how to select a prosthetist. I also cover hard questions like the ADA regulations, Fair Housing Act for rentals, and give you financial resources if you find yourself without insurance. It's a Google Doc that you can access, download, or print. This is exactly what I wish I would have had going through elective amputation. And members, don't forget you get yours free. If you want to know all of my updates and sales, sign up for my email list. The link is in my stand store below.
This is everything that comes in the kit. And in order to get the right size blade, because they have a couple different sizes, they need two things from you. They need your weight and the height from the bottom of your prosthetic down to the bottom of your running shoe. That's why I have my running shoe on my prosthetic on my table. I know, I'm gonna clean my table. It's okay. You're going to measure from this component right here, possibly the bottom of your prosthetic. If it's close, you might ask them, but from the bottom of your prosthetic down to the bottom of your running shoe. They have specific measurements on there, and you choose which one you fall in. You're gonna fall above 9 inches, below 9 inches, so on and so forth. One of the biggest questions that I had for them was, how do I not screw up my alignment? And that answer is because you only loosen 2 screws, one on the front or the back, and one on the right or the left. Only ever mess with those 2 screws and you will not mess up your alignment. So I chose the front and the inside of my leg. This would be the inside of my leg because I have the left leg amputated. So I chose the front screw and this screw, and they suggest marking them with a Sharpie. Let's get to installing. All you're gonna do is loosen those 2 that you chose to loosen, maybe. And your leg is gonna come off. So mine has an outward adapter, this right here. So I know that I'm going to use the opposite to make it fit on there correctly. In their installing video, they walk you through everything of how to use the spacers, of how to add different components to make different socket systems. They have everything that you need in this kit. However, I will make one tiny suggestion to Levitate, and that is to explain the screws of how to undo your leg and redo it without messing up your alignment, because I did have to research that. And also to add a couple more of these nuts, because if I lose one, I do not have an extra. So be very careful with them. You only have 4 to go on the bottom to lock in your leg. As you can see, mine is right on the cusp. You want it to be a little bit taller than where your prosthetic leg actually sits. So see how this is about an inch taller than where it should sit down here? That's what you want. And if you have any questions, they're super helpful. They walked me through this entire process. So whenever it's sitting, it's gonna be a little bit high because you compress it when you run. In order to fit it on here, I need very little, and I do not need any spacing whatsoever. I want it to be bare bones as low as I can get it because it's already higher than where my other pylon actually sits. So I don't want any fluff here. I'm gonna choose this adapter because it fits right on top of there. By the time I put the little screws in, it's gonna look exactly like the top of my pylon. So we line it up. Put the screws in. And then you tighten. I'm right-handed, I have to switch. I hate putting things together out of a box. In fact, I won't even do it. I'll let the box sit there and rot on my countertop before I'll put something together. So if I can do this, you can do it too. And then I like to go back and check each one, make sure they're nice and tight, because you're not gonna have to take this piece off again. Ta-da! All right, now we're gonna put in our little screws. And these are going to attach it to our socket. Make sure you put in the right end because one of them is closed and one of them is open. All we're gonna do now is pop this on, but make sure you put it on so that it's not facing backwards. So once you have this on, you're gonna play with the alignment a little bit and make sure that it's not too forward, too back, too right, too left. And you do that by adjusting these little screws. And whenever you put it on, you're gonna know. You might have to take it off and put it on a couple of times, but it'll be worth it. Right now would be a really good time to say that nobody is paying me to say any of this. I got this blade on my own with the Heather Abbott Foundation's support and help, but the Levitate company does not pay anybody to do any sort of advertising because they want real, raw opinions and outcomes. Okay, there we go. It's attached. Now, all we have to do is slip it on and take it to the gym. And at the end, I will show you how to take it back apart and put your leg back on. though is that whenever you switch back to your normal prosthesis leg, it's gonna feel really weird. So be careful whenever you go take your first couple of steps, because you might be a little uneasy, and I was not expecting that. Okay, to put your pylon back on, you just loosen these screws right here. And again, in order to keep your alignment straight whenever you put your blade back on, now you have it how you like it. Only loosen front or back, one side or the other. Choose the same ones that you chose on this one so that you never have to remember anything. I chose the front and the inside, so that's what I'm gonna loosen. Pops right off, and you pop this one right back on. And because you only messed with those 2 screws, your alignment is gonna be the same. Levitate is a company that you guys need to watch. They are incredibly innovative, and I'm going to be the first in line for some of the things that they have coming out, but I've been sworn to secrecy. I cannot talk about it. I had a long chat with one of the co-owners of that company, and they are making huge strides in this industry. I cannot wait to share with you what they've done. But you guys keep an eye on them, and they actually just released a new product that you guys need to go check out. Those are tight. Thank you to everybody who watched this video. Go get a blade if that's something that you need that you can't get through insurance, because let's face it, insurance will fight you tooth and nail that you even need a running blade. So if you have this opportunity, go get one. Take control of your health and your situation. Go get a blade and enjoy life again. Thank you to all of my members on this channel. I want to say a special thank you for supporting my family and all of our endeavors and the things that we do together as a family. We are very shortly leaving for Europe. I am so close to making the money monthly that we need in order to go. And I want to say thank you, and I hope that you guys follow along on this journey, because it is going to be epic. This is the only reason I cut my leg off, and now we're on our way to go do it. I am so excited. I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you have a wonderful week.